Hey, what's up? It's Gaming Aficionado. I kept that up for way longer than I needed to. Um, yeah, it's like 4 a.m. right now. I've been up since 1. Do I regret this choice to stay up and work on my art project all day? No, I do not regret at all. I do not have any regrets. There is nothing better than chilling in the wee hours of the morning. Or I guess I've been mostly awake for you know, prime nighttime, I guess you could say. I'd say that, 12 to 3, you're in prime nighttime. Stars are out, except they're not because I'm in light pollution hell right now. So yeah, why don't we start this excellent journey through one of my favorite games, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I'm using a hack, of course, to make it more interesting. This is a revisitation, as you saw in the title. I do not want to mess around with doing the same thing over and over again. That's just gonna be boring. Like I've played the original Sonic 2 so many times. It's like literally muscle memory. A lot of Sonic games, a lot of Sonic gameplay in general is muscle memory. Once you've played a Sonic game and you've got good at you've at least gotten pretty good at all the other Sonic games. There's just some basic like skills that you got. Well, I'm not demonstrating my skills nearly as well as I should be. Um, I got my Sega Genesis Mini controller plugged in here. Thank you Sega for allowing your customers to use the hardware that they bought with their money on whatever devices they want, unlike Nintendo, who put this weird ass like I don't know. It's like a I've never seen a plug like it before. I don't have a NES Mini. I have a Super Nintendo Mini, and it's so painful not being able to plug it into a computer because it's so perfect. Like it looks just right. It's like just the right size. The buttons feel great, but I can't use it because also the Sega Genesis Mini has a lot more of quality of life features, bro. It's just better. Even after all these years, Sega's still making better consoles than Nintendo. It's just like objectively, like you have to go and crouch down and destroy your back every time you want to make a save state. So you have to go then and gotta push up the stupid purple button to access the little menu. And then even then you're not done yet because it's just a whole complicated process. And then at least in the Sega Genesis Mini, you just hold down start. There's a shortcut on the controller. I think my problem is that they're too like unwilling to like change the controller even a little bit to add a shortcut. Like I'm sure you could have gone for the effort to add a little microscopic button. That you could just press that's hidden so that it doesn't ruin the immersion. But they didn't do that. So, you know, why did I just go backwards and do that? I've been awake for like 4 hours. I don't know why. I don't know why just the time of day in general would be causing me to mess up so horribly. Um, yeah. Once again, I'd say this looks even better than the previous hack that this guy made. Um, well, I'm saying this like I'm reviewing like a hack that came out recently. That thank you, thank you so much for allowing me to go back and get that checkpoint. That is something that should every Sonic game should have. Don't cut me off so if I missed a checkpoint, then I can't go get it again. That's stupid. That's frustrating for no reason. It kind of sucks. Ooh, dong 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 dong. Here we go. The Lego set for this guy came out, and it's like it doesn't. It just makes me wish that they were actually like trying to make it game accurate. Like the Lego Sonic is like this just sort of amalgamation of the idea of Sonic as a brand, like basic ideas of things that happen in the games are there, but they're like designed. They like take creative liberties, which is would be okay. But I want that's not. It's just I want like an actual like accurate to get. Why? Whatever, it's fine. And here we are in the chemical plant zone. We are in the lean factory. Let's go. Although, now, so I'm just realizing now, they got like the blue stuff coming in through here. So like, so that they've got different chemicals here. What is Eggman using these chemicals for? Is he like trying to make an atomic bomb? Is he going to nuke Sonic out of the sky? Is that how he's gonna get that nasty rotten hedgehog? You know, could never be me. Oof. Oh yeah. This is the speed that you should be aiming for when you're playing a Sonic game. The remixes seem to have been improved. I did go and this is my second attempt at recording this. I did beat the entire game, but I just didn't like the vibe that I was giving off. I was in a bad mood, you know. So yeah, I'm re-record. What? Stop. What is it? What is with my flaccid mic stand? Just stand up. You don't need to flail down. I've tried tightening it and it just keeps like flopping down to the ground. Why is it flaccid, bro? What is it doing? Oh, I'd say in terms of like ranking, this is it probably goes Sonic 2, Sonic 1, Sonic CD. You know, these are like the classic Sonic games are some of my favorite games ever made. So this gaming in third is a pretty very extremely high regard. Ooh, that remix. That remix goes hard. And again with the backgrounds. The backgrounds look pretty great. Although you can tell that they probably wanted to use more like layers of parallaxing, but they couldn't due to limitations because there's like multiple layers of building back there, and it would definitely look better if there was like multiple layers. Oof. Yeah. It seems like I really enjoy pixel art that never leans into like using like completely just like saturated colors. Like there's a lot more than just plain yellow here. There's a bluish tint to metals. There's like a sort of this is the kind of pixel art I like. You know, sort of shiny PS1 era style. Although I more like 32-bit style where they really just like ignore the limitations that you would find in like previous generations, and they just go all out. Although I prefer the ones that are actually actual pixel art and not like renders, like a Mega Man X4. Mega Man X4 is a really good game. I really enjoy Mega Man X4. Um, like I like my sprite work to not be just like straight colors. Like I'd much rather have there be bluish gray than like just plain boring gray because it looks better. You know, maybe a little bit of pink in my gold objects. It's like I'm one of my techniques that I've used in some of my pixel art is going is like when something gets the darker something is, the more saturated it should be. And that's like I. This is weird. It feels like I should be making this. Like this feels off to me. Maybe they changed the level design so that you have to do the stupid like segment, but I don't want it. I don't want to do the stupid segment. This is here for a reason. This is not an exploit. It's I think the hack removed this, thinking it was an exploit. It's not an exploit. This is like an intentional design choice that Sega made, and they're just completely like shitting on it. Like I want to go fast. Why you gotta do this? Come on, please, please. No, you're not gonna let me do that. You really, you're not gonna let me do that. Nope. I'm not gonna stop until I reach this. It is my goal. Okay, never mind. I do have rewind on, cause you know this is just supposed to be a quick revisit. I've already proved my gaming skills in the last video. You know, even my um younger self had some pretty sweet skills. That sounds stupid, but I do have some pretty good son. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for lying. I apparently suck major dong at this actually. Never mind. I'm back up. I'm back up. Mic adjusting sounds that are. Whoa! I look away for 2 seconds to adjust my mic, and I guess I should have been paying attention. That's a rookie mistake, falling through that floor. It's fine. Zoom, zoom, speed. Oh, that's another rookie mistake. Oh my god. I need to wake up more. I don't know. Even after having a Dr. Pepper Zero, no sugar, no caffeine. I gotta say, Dr. Pepper really is best when it's like ice cold. Like you want to get like that. What is up with me today, bro? It's only 4 a.m. It's not like I just woke up or anything. I've been up for like eons, and I'm like struggling immense. Ooh, Eggman just poured it on himself. He sort of like messed up there. It's crazy. I think that's a change in the heck. I wonder if he still says "curse you, Sonic" like in the last one. That'd be pretty interesting. Hold on. Okay, there. I just needed to check that. I hate the fact that when I'm tired, I sound even remotely like I have like a southern accent or southern accent. I don't know. Anything remotely close to like country, I don't like. I don't like that. I don't want to sound like that. I am a very urban person. I enjoy me a good neighborhood. A good community. Well, what am I yet? Oh, never mind. Here we are in Aquatic Ruin. Everybody likes to say that the zone is amazing, and it is. It's pretty good, but I don't think it's the best Sonic Water Zone. That's obviously got to go to Tidal Tempest. I mean, Tidal Tempest is just those vibes are unmatched, and like you're never gonna beat it no matter how hard you try. Although I do enjoy a good ancient ruin. I love ancient ruins in games. Like they can give off some serious atmosphere if you do them right. Obviously, this is Sonic. Not to say that Sonic games don't have atmosphere. Of course they do. But you're not gonna have like ancient like atmospheric ruins deep underground in the darkness. Like epic synths in the background. Well, I mean, I guess they're epic synths. What I'm trying to say is that there's not gonna be like super epic ambience in the Sonic 2. Not until later, at least. The ending to this game is really good. I really enjoy it. Ooh, Aquatic Ruin 2, and we got some deeper drums. Wonder why the background is a solid color. I mean, it's probably just limitations on the hacker's part. Not like skill limitations, but like more so, like the actual like limitations of the hardware. Hardware in quotes, digital hardware, not real hardware. Just soft hardware, sardware, I think, or I'm just gonna call it sardware. Yeah, emulation. It's emulating hardware. It's sardware. Whatever. It's fine. Ooh, this zone. I always remember the weird janky like walls and ceilings, and how Sonic will fall through things, and you have to like take advantage of that to go fast. Obviously, right now I'm like jumping into the pillars, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. I will say, falling into the watery sections of Aquatic Ruin is probably the worst thing a man can experience, other than a multitude of other things. But in gaming, falling into the watery part of Aquatic Ruin is torture. It's so slow and sluggish. Like a Labyrinth Zone, at least Labyrinth Zone is like consistently a slow, like, more focused sort of experience. But if you fall into the watery part of aquatic ruin. It's just like you have to get used to Sonic's abysmal pace. Like my boy needs to learn how to swim immediately. And the thing is, I'm sure everybody said this in their video essays and their playthroughs and some shit. But hedgehogs do swim well. You could have at least given me like a double jump or Sonic like this little like swim, so that I'm not completely and totally handicapped. But who cares? Who cares about being handicapped? Because even if you're handicapped, even if you are strapped down to a chair for life, you can still casino your night all day. Whoa, I'm pressing right. Okay, there. Good, good, good. I do not want to be locked in place. Especially in a zone like this where there are crushing hazards around every corner. That's not something that you want to have happen. No, sorry. Ooh. Bing da bing bow wap 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 shooba doo boom ba da doo meow rap pa pa da pee doo. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Here we are. Whoa. Ooh. I had like a. I was gonna say brain blast, but that would imply that what happened was any sort of mental significance. Like I just like sort of phased out for like 2 seconds. That's what playing Sonic at 4 a.m. does to you. You get so much into the flow that your brain like shuts down on itself. Interesting. Ooh. I got stuff. Some people may say that bouncing around is annoying, but I'd actually have to hard disagree. I think that bouncing around constantly is quite enjoyable. Bouncing around like a maniac will never not be incredibly fun. It's just a good time all around. Bouncing around like a maniac in Sonic is just a good time. I've heard people compare Sonic CD to um Sonic Pinball, and to that I say, what the hell is wrong with you? And why is that a bad thing? Sonic Pinball is pretty peak, not gonna lie. Like, it's got those vibes, it's got those Sad AM vibes, and Sad AM is obviously amazing. It's good. Jaleel White, despite, whatever he did, I don't even remember what he did. I fucking hate drama, it's so stupid. I'm separating, the art from the artist or whatever. Jaleel White is a really good Sonic. I may be misremembering. Maybe he didn't even do anything bad. Maybe I am staining Jaleel White's clean white name. Like clean teeth are white, not like whatever. Um. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure that if I'm pretty sure that the whiter your teeth are, the less like hard and sturdy they are. Like a good set of teeth should be a little bit yellow, like that's natural. Because teeth that are naturally super white usually are very weak and soft and they get cavities a lot. Not me though. I can like down like half half a thing of Halloween candy in a day. Forget to brush my teeth and I don't and all I'll see is a little bit of that stuff. Like I am cavity free, bro. I have not gotten a single cavity in my life. I have incredibly clean dental history. I haven't even had to get braces. My teeth are just. The only thing that's messed up with my teeth is that a couple of them are just literally like infinitive. How? That's a weird word. How would you say that? An infinitive, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like an impossibly small like distance behind some of my other teeth, but it's so like small. What does it matter? Ooh, bounce. I could see somebody's impatient, not wanting to just blast through this game, being mad that they're getting bounced around a bunch. But I mean, oh, sorry, I just bumped the mic. But bouncing around is fun, and part of getting playing a good Sonic player in general is just getting into that flow where you just like tune out literally everything else, and you just start pressing the buttons when you need to, getting in the flow of the game. What? No, hold on. I can't believe that. Wait, no, no, no. I can do better. I gotta just. Oh, I wanted to get the funny number. There you go. 2 second. 2 second of the funny number. We don't speak about the other number. I fucking hate the other number. I hate the other number so much. It's so stupid. Whoever came up with that is absolutely brain dead. I hate it so much. It's just meaningless, and yet people laugh about it. They giggle like a maniacs. It's just a number. It's literally just two numbers. I don't. What's the point? What are you like yapping about with the with the cursed number? 69. 69. It's the funny sex number, but the other number. I'm sure anybody who is watching this in the day it came out or the age it came out, the memes have absolutely like fallen off, bro. Like they used to be human made slop, and it was funny. Human made slop, at least it was human made slop. There was soul behind it. Now it's just like AI slop, bro. It's not even funny AI slop. It's like everybody obsesses over it, but it's not even funny though. Like there's like memes used to be like actually genuinely funny. Like I'd say 2021, 2022, early like 2020 to 2022 was peak meme era. Like in terms of like actually being funny. Like MLG, that's pretty nostalgic. But like you can't tell me that some of that stuff was really super funny all the time. But like 2021 to 2023, some of those memes were actually genuinely funny. Although more so 2021 to 2022. Um, you know. Here we are in Hilltop. This is one of my favorite zones. I just like the vibe. I feel like this zone is one of the more broken zones in the game, like with Aquatic Ruin and its sort of weird tiles and Sonic just going behind them and the weird ways you traverse a level. Here, there's a section coming up. I don't remember if it's in this act or another act, where you can just completely skip a little rising lava sequence, like easy, like no doubt. If you do it, you can do it, especially if you have rewind like me. By the way, the emulator I'm using is really good, like really, really genuinely good, and I think it makes every other emulator like look like absolute shit. I'm using BizHawk, which it's good because people who do tasks, it's apparently like a task emulator, so it's got to be really high quality, and it is. It's just got a lot of functions. I'd say my only complaint is that it's not very user friendly sometimes. Like if you're not gonna be able to like use action replay cheats or anything with it because like the way cheats work is that you have to like use some weird hexadecimal things. And that is beyond like my level of expertise. Like I don't know shit with that. Maybe I did used to know that kind of stuff once, but I have completely forgotten everything about that. Like all of it. Whoa, holy Yoshi's Island. It's a lot less Yoshi's Island in this act. I wasn't paying attention to the music in the previous act. It got louder for a second. That was weird. The music got louder for a second. That was pretty weird. Wow. Um. Who? Okay. Here we are. That was the section, by the way. Just being able to spin dash for that lava thing. That gap seems like no, no, that's not where I want to go. Oh yeah, oh yeah, this is happening. But this is gonna be one of the rare occasions where I actually get to explore the upper elevations of this level. There's nothing better in a Sonic game than seeing a part of the level which you haven't seen before. This is not one of those party times. I've seen this before, but even just seeing a part of a level that you don't see often, it still feels good. It still feels nice. Seeing sort of quote unquote new content for a game. Discovering new things about a game you've played just countless hours. It's always a. Okay, wow, you could let me get up. Thank you very much. That was helpful. Well, 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 well. They've greatly improved the sprite. Was it fire in the original? I don't remember if it was shooting fire at you in the original. This is definitely the better way to play Sonic 2. And you may think, well, it's not like the classics. And this is not going to be what I revisit just because, there's going to always be that little worm in my brain that says, bro, play the original. You got to play the original. Whoa, I don't remember this part. What the fuck is happening? Oh, it's a rising floor section. Great tile set of the Northern Aquifer. Please grant me passage to the end of this act. Amenolingus. Ooh, kind of like that goofy little dung dung da dung da. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, sorry about that, fellas. Oh, my stomach. I don't know what the fuck. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god, what? It's fine. I'm just gonna ignore that. It's fine. I've already started recording. I know, I already had an unprofessional intro. Like, showing off my OBS in all its nice 4K glory. I don't even know if this video is in 4K. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be in HD. I would record in 4K if I wanted my frames to be of a low. Okay, so they regressed. They actively regressed. They got rid of the ability to go to that checkpoint. Like, why? Why punish me for playing your game fast? Don't you want me to play fast? Like, put obstacles in my way so playing fast is a challenge. But don't make, like, going fast. Don't put. Oh. Dong, 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 dong. This is the music that plays. This is the music that plays in my head every single time I think about this game. It's just so iconic. Like, I can see Scratch and Grounder right now. Those two will be missed. They brought so much life. I'm so mad that the Archie comics phased out Scratch and Grounder. Like, you could have at least given them like a proper like exit. You could have like killed them off. Sonic, they could have like died in a goofy way. At least give them the honor of giving them a funny death scene. But they just stopped existing in the comics, and that makes me mad because Scratch and Grounder, those are two based fellas. They may be stupid, but their stupidity brought life to the comic. Although, I don't really care that much. Like, they wouldn't have fit, but I feel like they could have killed them off at least. But if I'm remembering correctly, they just sort of disappear into the darkness, and you never see them again, and it's really strange. And I don't get it. It kind of upsets me. Like, I want to see more scratching and grounding action. Yet you just take that away from me. Just gotta make sure. Yeah, I'm still recording. Holy shit. Oh, what was that? Sonic was like making out with the wall. That was weird. Can I do that again? No, I'm not gonna risk impaling everybody's favorite blue hedgehog on the spikes there. Let's just continue progressing. Oh yeah. Here we are. I hate you. Oh, I hate you. I hate you. You asshole. They actually genuinely make me mad. I do not like. Oh, it's like they wouldn't be so bad if they weren't on their own unique timer, but they are, and so like you can't predict when they're gonna flash because their timer runs even if they're not off screen. I'm pretty sure that's how they work, at least because it seems like when they flash is so unpredictable. Wow, that's the thing. It's just a light bulb. What the hell was in that light bulb that's making it so painful for Sonic? And it's just like a big. middle finger to you. It just stops you in your tracks. And what you gonna do? You can't do anything about it. You can't do nothing about it. You just have to take damage and watch as all that flow that you built up progressing through this mystical cave system is immediately put to a halt by this stupid beetle. Like, I hate it. I genuinely hate it. It brings nothing to my Sonic King experience. I don't like it. Sonic King experience. Sonic King experience. Sonic King experience. Ooh, I'm in nasal time this morning. I'm in nasal town this morning. Wow. Oh my god. Why is it like this? Okay. 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 Alright. Mm. I will not let my stomach keep me from playing a blue game. I want to play blue game. I just do. I wanna keep progressing in my blue hedgehog game, you know. It's just the way I wanna go, the way I wanna roll. Spooky times are over, but I'm feeling that spooky zone. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah. Very good game developers. A very good. A very, very good. Oh, yeah. Nice trap. Skalungalo Bingus. This is why you were hired at Cygnus American, so that you could contribute to this wonderful experience. Ooh, I should mention how good this looks. I love the way the sun looks. I like the way they sort of made it go blue. No, you know what? I sound like a broken record, though. Right. Okay, no, this is the one time where this pit is, you know what? Just look at this. Look at this. I saw this in my previous recording attempt, and I was just stood there shocked for like a long time, because I was not expecting this. I thought this was going to be a straight Sonic 2 adaptation, but no. They took one of the most annoying parts of this game, and they like made it into a secret. They made it into a secret level. I love this so much, and they finished it too. This is amazing. I love this. This is great. More of this, please. Well, let me adjust my mic here. Get it closer to my luscious lips. Boing, boing. There we go. Yeah. That's what you gotta do. Listen to that epic ring. Whoa, wait, whoa. Where the hell did that bat come from? Whoa. He about to fall. He about. Why is he jumping? He's trying to reach my ledge, but I'm not moving left, so he's not moving with me. That feels like that should be like a solid like thing. Something that I saw was that this level is a bit jank because it you know making a level is a lot more than just changing sprites. But not to discredit this, the sprite work is beautiful, but an issue is that I'm not gonna do this. No, I'm not gonna go do the loop around. But if I were to fall into that pit, I'm pretty sure that I would be looping around for 2 minutes. The level design in this is a bit jank because the guy who's making this is definitely is more of a artist than a level designer, and I mean so am I. But you can just see, where the original level designers, you know, took the wheel, and then where the guy who made the hack, had to finish things up. Areas where you can jump through the ceiling that you can. Oh, I just looped around anyway. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's great. Real good, man. Just real high quality stuff here. I mean, it is high quality. Just maybe my gaming skills is what I am sarcastically remarking to. Ooh, I love this slide sprite. Gotta love this slide sprite. Why? What is it with the water? I've never understood. It's like every other tile is when that thing appears and it glitched out. What is causing that glitch? It's such a weird glitch. It's just so weird. What's down here? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, we're progressing the heartburn. Oh yeah, that's real good. That feel real good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that burns real good. Oh yeah. Oh my god. What? Oh my god, the heartburn is good. Speaking of burning, oh wait, this ain't mania. This is not mania. There's no mania. There's no mania. There's no manic mania here today. Oh yeah. I gotta love this zone. This is one of my favorite Sonic zones, like, ever. It's just a good time. It strikes a like a balance between fastness and being difficult. Like, there's good challenge here. It's also just nice. It's just a good looking level. It's a unique level. The oil, I do wish the oil. I feel like the oil could have been used more, because the whole point of the level is avoiding the ocean of oil. But what if I like want to play around in oil? Like, you got these slides here. But what if the oil like made Sonic slow down and it like dripped and it was a more like prevalent obstacle like in the upper stages of the level? Because aside from, this the big fat ocean of oil, hence its name, Oil Ocean. The oil does not really play a big part. I mean, the slides, you got the oil slides, but like there's a lot of slides in Sonic. It doesn't specifically have to be the oil slide. Like, what does the oil slide uniquely contribute to the gameplay experience? Like, what if there was like oil that dripped from like broken pipes or just regular pipes, and you had to avoid it, and there was some dodging action that you had to do, and you had to like manage your pace to where you kept your flow, but if you went too fast, you would get hit by the things. But a good player could just go fast anyway and avoid all that shit. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I gotta love me some. Is that sprite is that ball reused from the Sonic One Green Hill chain ball and chain boss fight? That looks like it's reused from the Green Hill Zone ball and chain boss fight. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's just an interesting thing I noticed. Can't believe I just noticed that. It feels kind of obvious in retrospect. That being reused. I mean, it looks like it's the exact same size too. Yeah, that is definitely, without a doubt, the Sonic One Green Hill ball and chain thingy. What is it? It's the ball and chain, man. Oh no. Okay, what the fuck is up with this? Let me up. Thank you. Thank you very much. And that is another act completed. Alright. Yeah, it's good. Checking to see if I'm still recording my epic gameplays. That's intimidating. Intimidating remix. Very intimidating remix. I wish I could hear the remixes better. But my volume on my TV is at like 5. Monitor, don't got a monitor. Right now my monitor broke, so I'm just using this. I was using a laptop originally, so I just plugged this stuff into my TV. And it does work. It does work better. Gotta say. There we are. Well, it does work. It does work better. Yeah, it does work better than having nothing. I would prefer a monitor if it weren't for the fact that this TV is a really good TV. Like, this TV is a 4K TV. I'm almost entirely certain. Because it's running games really well, and it just makes things look great. It's a good TV for gaming, surprisingly. I mean, it is just a Roku TV. It's an old Roku TV. Relatively old. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I've had it for a long time. Oh boy. This zone is. Oof. This zone is was so much better here than in Mania. In Mania, I feel like people complaining about Oil Ocean a lot. They do. They hate on Oil Ocean, which is stupid. But what's interesting is Sega's response was to add this sort of controversial zone back into Mania. That was their response, right? Oh, this zone isn't like that much. Let's add it into Mania, the celebration of everything good about Sonic. Which, good call. This is a great zone. But then, the people complain about the zone being obnoxious and hard. So how do they fix that? How do they fix this zone being quote unquote annoying and hard? They make it more annoying and hard, and they add like a weird oil burning mechanic, which is really cool. But that crowd of people who thought the original was a pain in the ass are not being catered to anyway because you just made it harder, didn't you? Is there something I'm missing here? Is there? Because, I mean, oh, this is the boss fight where if you attack him at the wrong time, you. Oh, fuck me. I just lost all my rings. That's not good. That's not very good. That's not very good. That's not very good at all. Oh, that's not good at all. Oh, that is not good at all. Oh, no, that is not good at all. Doingus. Oingus. Oingus. What was I trying to do there? What a spin dash. No. Ooh. This boss fight always frustrates me. This is definitely one of the most annoying boss fights in the game. Well, aside from the stupid Eggman Death Egg Robot boss fight, which I hate for burning passion. The Death Egg Robot is so stupid, and I hate it for burning. Oh, wow. 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 Alright. Here we are. Officially reaching the end game of Sonic 2. One of the most reviled zones in a Sonic game. Metropolis Zone. Oh no. This zone is so hard. It is a challenge. I've noticed that when somebody thinks that difficulty is a bad thing, this whole game is hard. But when somebody enjoys difficulty, they'll say challenge. This is a challenge. I enjoy it. I enjoy myself a good challenge. I like being challenged. I enjoy that. I like being engaged. I like having to put effort in. I like having to focus. It's too bad that I've become so good at Sonic games that I really don't even have to think about playing them. But any good Sonic player gets into this flow state. It's just the Sonic Gamer flow state, I'd say. Now, that's a stupid name. It's a Sonic Flow is very real. And it's once you reach that skill level, once you've got that experience with the Sonic games, you just sort of be blazing through them. Not really thinking about what you're doing much. Fuck off, no. Why'd you do that? Those stupid stars do make me mad. I don't like those stars. In fact, these screw tunnels can piss right off. I do not like these tunnels. These tunnels are extremely egregiously, unreasonably frustrating. Getting knocked off those stupid screw, I guess it would be a shaft. Guess it would be a shaftily shaft. Because it's going up there, it would be like a shaft, right? Yeah, it'd be a shaft. How many times can I say shaft? And not break? How many times can I talk about shaft? But there's just like enemies in this zone Their main goal is to knock you off a ledge, knock you off the stupid dumb screw platforms that make me want to rip my hair out. There's just a lot of knockage offage happening here, and it's completely unnecessary. It's like that. There's nothing worse than getting knocked off in the zone and then having to go walk away 500 miles to get the game to respawn the little mechanic thing that you were maliciously knocked off of. I will never forgive those stupid stars. I hate them. I hate them for burning passion. I wonder if anybody has ever said a good thing about those weird screw shafts. I think that's like the most meaningless thing about this. I feel like they could have leaned into the factory aesthetic more. I mean, there's a lot of machinery going on here. In the Sonic 2 Archives hack, which is really, really, really good. I love the Sonic 2 Archives hack. It's so good. But in it, there's a more industrial vibe given to Metropolis Zone that I really enjoy. There's like a lot more of a slow pounding sort of like you are in a factory. There is stuff being made. You are in a Genosius factory ass situation, and I enjoy that a lot more. Especially because of the lava, which appears more in the later parts of the zone. You know, it feels like maybe there's foraging stuff here. Maybe this is where Eggman makes his badniks. You know, what is the lore? What is... I've not been. I only woke up at 1. I only woke up at 1. That's the earliest I woke up. I don't get it. Sorry about that. Um, whew. There's like nothing worse. Ooh, what am I doing? What am I doing? What do I think I'm doing? What am I doing? I will warn any um upcoming gamer, any sort of experienced player or unexperienced, that if you do use rewind too much, you know, I on my own time I would definitely not be using rewind. I would probably be playing on original hardware too. Um, you know, you can't use rewind on Genesis. Do not use rewind too often. If you want to build the stat skill level, if you want to be able to zoom past levels fast, then don't use rewind on your first playthroughs. Because you're going to get used to that, and then when an unexpected situation comes your way, you're not going to have the skill to react. It's this trippy. You son of a gun. You dirty trickster. You little prankster. Oh, you silly Billy. Oh, you're just a silly Billy, aren't you? Yeah, you're just a silly fucking Billy, aren't you? Huh? Just a silly Billy. Alright? Ooh! I've always wondered why this owners had free acts. I wonder if the reason why was because, well, actually, wait a minute. The reason why is because, I'm pretty sure the reason why is because they add a bunch of extra, like, level design from a scrapped zone and they just used it to make a third act because they didn't want it to go to waste. You know, they could have done that with all of the other American content which they scrapped for no reason because Yuji Naka's a kind of a douchebag. I mean, even back then, even in his quote unquote prime era, you know, you hear all these accounts of people saying that he's an asshole. So, I feel like maybe the insider trader was in him all along. This is not a new thing. Maybe the insider trader was a part of him this entire time. The dark side of Yuji Naka that had yet to come out. Except it probably did. Apparently, there was a rumor that he charged at Mark Cerny, like he jumped at him, like he leaped at him, like a FNAF 2 animatronic. That's probably like just completely false. I mean, cause that's assault, so that would be illegal. That he would be in jail. I've always wondered like how it works if somebody from a foreign country gets arrested. Like, how does it work? How does you detain somebody from a foreign country? Like if somebody like comes like a tourist from another country comes, and then they like steal like a if they say somebody from like Japan came to Disneyland and then they stole like a and they came and they like shot one of the animatronics in the face with a gun. Like what would happen? Why am I trying to save that? That's not. I'm not gonna be able to do that. Like what would happen? Like how do you arrest somebody? Do you just like send them back to like and then they get like jail time in their actual country? Like what's happening? By the way, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about like somebody like a tourist, like not like that kind of thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Why can't I do this? This is basic gameplay skills, which I'm failing. The zone has some glitches too. Like there's some glitches in this zone which are really obnoxious. Like so I've had a time where I've played this on a Genesis, and that is just not spawned. That little platform, like I could like stomp on that button for hours, and it would not spawn, and it would just be a massive pain in the ass. Like why would you do that? Why would